Isn't that just a great view? So that is our view of Paul B. Johnson State Park. And that's Paul B. Johnson State Park in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Yep, Mississippi. I never thought I'd be in Mississippi, but we're here. We're in Mississippi. Well, it's really peaceful and quiet out there. So this is our little spot here. You can see all the other RVs parked in a row. And there we are. That's our friend Gus next door in his Allegro Class A. Okay, so why are we in Mississippi? We have come here. Last week there was an F3 tornado that blew through Hattiesburg and a little town called Pearl and left some pretty extensive damage. Unfortunately, I believe it was 4 people died, but there was some extensive damage, and Samaritan's Purse has deployed here again, and so we are going to come. We are here to help and work with them. We got a couple of days off. We're going to get some supplies and do some laundry from last week, and hopefully a day of rest to kind of catch up, and then we're going to deploy with them on Tuesday or Wednesday, I think. So today we went up to the host church, which is where Samaritan's Purse is based for this event, which is Carterville Baptist in Pearl, Mississippi. And I got to see the big truck, and then we actually got to see quite a bit of damage from the tornado. I was really surprised. I didn't expect to see anything right away, and wow, it was pretty unbelievable. There was at least 24, 25 houses that I saw that were almost completely destroyed, and then another 25, maybe to 30 more houses with their roofs ripped off, and that was just in the one little neighborhood that we were driving through. And then we went to Walmart to get some supplies, and the strip mall that kind of adjoins Walmart so often, they had an AT&T store there, completely destroyed. Walls caved right in. Walmart wasn't damaged, but Walmart said that their front doors got caved in from the pressure. So anyway, so we are going to be working with Samaritan's Purse on later this week and for a few days, helping with disaster relief, doing some chainsaw and helping some of the homeowners clean up their yards and pick up their personal belongings. It's a really sad situation. I mean, overnight, poof, instantly your whole life changes and your house is, in some cases, totally destroyed. In other cases, heavily damaged. Doing a lot of tarping on roofs and things like that. So we have a day or so to catch up. Haley's going to get some homework done, and we're going to get, like I said, some laundry done and some of those other things, and then we're going to work with Samaritan's Purse. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any footage this morning, but I will get some more footage of the damage and then what we're doing and what has been happening here in Hattiesburg, so you can see firsthand what it's like and what the damage was. But I'm just really enjoying this beautiful sunset tonight. So this is Disaster Relief Central. This is at the parking lot of Carterville Baptist Church here in Hattiesburg for the tornado. And this first truck here is Billy Graham's Rapid Response Team. There's about 5 or 6 chaplains that came out with this. Really great bunch of people. They're just here to help counsel and pray with some of the people that had their homes destroyed. And unfortunately, there's even some deaths here. So this is their rig. And then down here is the big truck. And that's literally what they call it. The BT, the big truck. This is unit number 1 for Samaritan's Purse. Yes, I think there's 7 or 8 altogether. So this is just unit 1 here today. And this truck is fully set up. It's got everything you could possibly imagine, from chainsaws to rakes to everything in between. It's just all the tools you need for disaster relief. What's really cool, though, is number 1, where the unit number 1 is there, the front of the tractor trailer there is actually an office. So they're able to do all their administration work and schedule the teams and where we're going and all the paperwork that's involved. It's a really great looking office. There's about 3-4 desks in there. You can see they got their Wi-Fi booster antenna, much like ours, set up there by the flag. I wish I could take you inside and tour, but unfortunately nobody's here right now. But it's really great. It's really organized. All the tools you could possibly imagine. Actually, there's some of them out back you can see. Shovels, rakes, brooms, everything you could possibly imagine for disaster relief. And then there's one of the other trailers, and then even one of the staff RVs, Samaritan's Purse staff. So we weren't allowed to park in the parking lot here, mostly because it's a heavy strain on the church. You can imagine Samaritan's Purse leaves a big footprint here and takes up a lot of space. So we went and stayed down at a campground just down the road, which is actually kind of a blessing in disguise, because we have full hookups, we have all water, and it's right on a lake. It's really beautiful. So there's the church, Carterville Baptist Church. So this is where volunteers show up, and then you check in and you get to your assignments. And that's and then the other side of the building, I don't have it, but they have a shower trailer, much like the shower trailer that we had in Baton Rouge. So really great to have the right tools for the right job. And these guys do it right. I have to say now, after working multiple projects now with Samaritan's Purse, I highly recommend Samaritan's Purse. These guys are buttoned up, they know what's going on, and they know how to help people and have the tools to get the job done and get the job done right. And not only just help the people with the physical damage to their homes, but you can see just by this rig right here, they help them with their hearts and their souls, which is sometimes where the greatest damage is done. So we were just talking with one of the folks that lived here. I didn't put her on camera just to be polite, but that little doorway that you can see there, her parents lived in this house, and they were in the house when the tornado hit, if you can believe it, and that's where they came out of. Unharmed, other than a few little cuts and bruises, but that little entranceway right in the center there, it's very hard to see, is where they came out of. And then that green car that I just photographed a minute ago, that's actually this lady's car that we were just speaking with. It's now flipped upside down. Phenomenal story here. Hard to imagine that somebody could live through this. But they did. There's her car there upside down. And then she says there's another family car that's about 30, 40 yards away that we haven't even seen yet. It's on the other side of this that got flipped up and tossed over there. I just know that this video is not doing justice to the damage that we're seeing here. The depth is one of the things that video just doesn't capture. But at least you can see some of these trees here. That this was a tree-lined neighborhood, and it's just stripped bare.
40 years of your life.
Yeah, it's all in a pile right here.
All in a pile.
Yeah. That metal, look at that metal wrapped around that tree. This is amazing. This is what amazes me. That's like corrugated sheet metal, and it's just been wrapped around. That was flat, and it probably came from a roof a ways away from here, and it's just wrapped around this tree. The wind just took it and wrapped it around that tree. That's amazing. So there was an elderly gentleman that lived in this house here, and he actually got out okay. Not a scratch on him. This is a big, big pine tree. It apparently took them a long time to cut through it. They said they counted the rings, and the tree is 102 years old. And it went right straight down into this gentleman's house. He said that as he heard the noise of the tornado coming, he tried to get up and run and get out of the house, and he slipped and fell. And he because he was elderly, he couldn't get up. And they think that is maybe what helped save him, because he was down so low when most of this destruction happened. So that tree was right here. And they just came and pulled the stump out the other day. Oh, that is a big tree. It made a big, big crash.